So first off, we're going to talk about the male organ, the sexual male organ. So here, it starts from here, from the testes, which are also called testicles. Then here, semen is produced. In this place called epididymis, it's where the sperm maturates. After that, it goes through this large tube that is called the vas deferens. As it goes from here, then it goes in this place that it's the ejaculatory duct, and as it flows through here, it will get to the urethra and then go out from here. One thing you may be thinking is that if here it's the pee and also the semen, how does they not get like mixed? Well, there is like a certain barrier depending on the fluid that will go out that like activates at the moment. Like for example, if semen is coming from here, the barrier will activate, so the semen doesn't go in the bladder, or pee goes out. Well, now we're going to talk about the hormones on the males. Like for example, the hypothalamus controls the function of the testes, which secretes a hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone, which is abbreviated GnRH, and it stimulates the pituitary gland to secrete gonadotrophic hormones that control the testes. Like for example, thanks to these things in our brain, it will secrete the hormones like testosterone, which is it affects in things like, for example, the hair that grows in men. Like for example, men have a lot of hair in their back, in arms, in difference with women. Like for example, also it will be the vocal cords. Like for example, the Adam's apple. The men usually get more. It's more visible and like bigger, and also the sound of the voice. It's kind of more a strong voice with difference with women. So that's how testosterone usually okay. Now we're going to talk about the sexual female organ. Well, this is the plane for it. So, for example, the vagina is here. Here it's the labium minora and labium majora, which are usually used to prevent diseases and those things. It covers the vagina. Then the clitoris, which is a point for, it's a very sensitive point in females. The urethra is also the place where the place where pee comes out. And then we have the ovary, which is here, and here there are the gonads, which consist of the ovaries. Each of these things are located on the upper pelvis, or two things, and they produce the oocytes, which are eggs that the female sex hormones estrogen and progesterone make. Usually one egg is produced monthly, and it's released into the oviduct in a process called ovulation. Now we have the ovarian cycle, which is divided in three parts, which are the follicular phase, which released by the anterior pituitary gland, it stimulates the development of follicle in one of the ovaries. Then we have the ovulation, which is another step, which is the release of the secondary oocyte from the follicle and into the oviduct. And the last phase, which is the luteal phase, it promotes the development of the corpus luteum, which consists of the follicle cells left behind after ovulation. Then we have the uterine cycle, which is also divided in three parts, which is menstruation, which lasts from day 1 to day 5 and consists of the breakdown of the endometrium with blood passing out of the vagina. Then we have the proliferative phase. It's from day 6 to 13, and it consists of the buildup of the endometrium, which becomes more vascular and glandular. And then the last phase is the secretory phase. It's from day 15 to 28 and consists of the endometrium doubling or tripling in thickness and uterine glands producing a thick mucus secretion. Now we're going to talk about different anticonceptive methods. Well, we have different methods that can help women and men to do not have a baby. It's to prevent STDs. Well, we have different methods. Like for example, for men, there are, for example, the male condom, which is not a very 100% sure secure, but it's easy to use. And as we see in this table, we can see that it's kind of less effective. It's the male condom, and also the diaphragm and female condom fertility awareness methods. Basically, what these things do is to prevent to have babies, or actually to do not have like BIH or AIDS or things like that. But for example, there are other things like, for example, vasectomy, which basically it's also for men, and it blocks the ejaculatory duct so you don't spurt out more sperm, so you won't leave someone pregnant. Or the IUD, which it's very effective like vasectomy, but it can only be used certain amount of times, and usually you have it like about 5 years in your system. That's for women, but it's kind of not really comfortable for them, since they have to do like different methods to keep it clean and those things. So those are some of the methods.